I really enjoy knowing this colorful, vibrant, dynamic person. It's Shefik. Welcome, how are you?
I'm doing well, thank you.
Good. So our careers have kind of like paralleled over the last decade or so.
Yes.
And I finally invited you and said, could you please come down? You've been traveling all over the globe. Many exciting things are happening.
Yes.
You have your own radio show, but also something magical and wonderful and just incredibly delicious happened in your journey. What was that moment for you?
Well, I recently been knighted.
You're knighted. How
yes,
cool
I've
is
been
that?
knighted. So I've been inducted into the Order of St. Michael. It's an equestrian Order of St. Michael. So we're subjected by the Royal House of Gassan. So I have various ties to various royal families, and I was presented this honor by Prince Gary of Elshamore. Yeah.
A lot of people picked it up.
Yes.
The press on this was all over the place.
Yes.
When you were growing up, did you decide as a little young man that you wanted to grow up to be a knight? Is this like, it's a kind of a different type of a journey for you?
Well, here's the funny thing. So my father's name is actually Knight.
Okay.
You know, but I have the name Macaulay, is my stepfather's name, but my actually biological father's name is Knight. So I've always had the name Knight, and actually had the title Knight.
I like that. I like that.
Yes.
You work a lot with technology on
Yes.
some of the major networks. Tell us about that. Tell us about how your brain is creative and how that's your creativity has been applied in the media world.
Right. So I'm currently a lead developer at NBC Sports. You know, so working on the 2020 Summer Olympics that's coming up, doing a project for them for that. So I've always worked with technology and media. So I worked with a lot of companies like IBM and MTV. I worked for NBC like 3 times already at different brands. So I've always had that hands-on approach to doing things. So.
And what are some of the ways that you first got involved in that? How did you know that you had that talent and that skill set?
Well, when I went to college, I went to school for TV broadcasting. So I actually tried to apply for film school. I didn't get into film school. So back then, it wasn't like it is now, where you could actually buy your own equipment and do things in your home. So it was very difficult back then. It's really who you knew, back then, who knows you. So over time, I became a publicist. Like some of my first clients were Dionne Warwick, the Isley Brothers, a lot of the artists on Island Records. So I was very well known in the music industry. After that, the internet became more of a prevalent medium. So that's how I became involved in that. I basically taught myself, technology. So it's kind of grown into, it's really a good profession for me right now. So.
And Invocation.
Yes.
Tell us about that platform. It's your own platform.
Yes.
What are you doing with that?
So on July 4th, 2016, just Independence Day, I launched my own syndicated radio show. So right now I'm on 23 stations, terrestrial AM, FM stations around the country. The show is called Shefik Presents Invocation, and there's also a video series that I have along with it. So I require all my guests to actually shoot their segments on video. So I have various distribution deals in place. One of them is with the company. I'm actually in 20 states, actual retail locations, actual doctor's offices, actually stadiums, casinos, things like that. Everywhere you see a TV screen, restaurants. So I have that in traditional, social media, and also deals with Amazon and other kind of outlets like that. So it's really, the concept is I focus on one topic, and based on that one topic, the guest speaks on something meaningful in their life. And I don't appear on camera with them. It's really, here's a topic, tell me what it means to you. And once they tell me that story, it's like short segments, 2 to 3 minute segments. And then the radio show, it's music based. So whatever story they tell me, I base it with a song. And then the video series is isolated, interview segments, so people could ingest that media.
And that's why I'm so glad you were here, because it took me a while. I kept inviting you, and I know you're kind of a humble person. So, and I wanted to just shine a light on you, because you're so good at shining a light on others. I was like, could you come over? But you're here. So I thank you very much. What's a goal that you have that's coming up for you? What's next? What's something, your aha?
Well, I'm expanding the Invocation brand. I've actually expanded to new cities. I just launched in Washington, D.C. I have another segment of video series called Spotlight that's coming out. Throughout the years, I've already interviewed segments with Leanne Rimes, former Vice President Al Gore, members of the Miss America organization, things like that. I've actually expanded that, traveled on the road with some of these people, and doing behind the scenes, and so people get to see them in a different light.
So happy that you joined us.
Thank you.
And I hope you'll stay tuned. We're going to have a little lunch together if you'll join us. Sure. And thank you very, very much. There you have it. People from all over the world. I love celebrating them. And thank you, our audience, because I love celebrating you. Thank you for tuning in. We've got a great guest coming up next.